You all welcome. Today, our seminar will be covered by the another topic of our course module, that is financial mathematics. Very important topic. So basically, we have to learn under this topic several sections such as simple interest, compound interest, and present value and future value, and also the annuities, right? So let me explain each section of this topic with some practical or practice problems. First, like first part, that is simple interest. It is very easy section that you can understand very easily. Before that, interest, right? First of all, I would like to explain you what is interest, right? So interest is the cost of borrowing money, where the borrowers pay a fee to the lender to the loan. Also, the interest typically expected as the percentage can be either simple or compound. So not only that, right? So when we invest in money in the anywhere, right? So again, then for that also we can earn interest as the investment, right? So the basically simple interest is based on the principal amount of a loan or deposit that already we have done. So in contrast of that, compound interest is based on the principal amount and the interest that accumulated on it in every period. So simple interest is calculated only on the principal amount of a loan or deposit. So it is easy to determine then compound interest. So shall we look first simple interest? Then we know simple interest calculates the total interest payment using fixed principal amount. That is the important thing. We calculated. We calculate the total interest payment using the fixed principal amount. So that interest that is so we can find out the interest, right, by using, there is a very simple formula for simple interest, right? So remember, generally simple interest paid or received, right, may be paid or received over a certain period of fixed percentage of the principal amount that was borrowed or lent. The formula for this one, simple interest, I put simple interest, SI I put, equal P R N. P R N, that means P multiple R multiple N or T, right? Instead of N, someone can use the T also, because the P mean principal amount, R mean annual interest rate, and time N, T-O-N, right? Also we can use T also, right? No worry about that. So shall I explain one example? As an example, say, think a man obtain a simple interest loan to pay 1 year, right? For 1 year. From any bank, right? So which cost loan, right? You think loan amount equal to 18,000. Just think, right? Suppose 18 rupees, and also assume the annual interest rate on the loan is 6%. Then when the man is repaying the loan over 3 years, then we know TON equal to 3, right? So then the amount of simple interest paid should be, how we can calculate it? P multiple by R multiple by T. That means 18,000 multiplied by, then remember this, right? Be careful, 6% means when we multiply it or when we convert in it this decimal point, it should be 0.6, right? 0.06, not the 6% point, right? 0.6 means 60%. Okay, then be careful about that. 0.06 and period is 3, right? This is very easy. Then this is the interest amount, right? So if you want, then here through this via this formula we can get the interest, right? So if you want to find out the total amount, that means principal amount plus interest, then you can add this interest into the principal amount, then it becomes the total amount, right? Total amount should be paid. So that is very easy thing, right? I'm not going to explain this further because other thing is you have, then you, if you have available, according to the available data, that means here, you know, to calculate the simple interest, there are another 3 values we need, no? Principal amount and interest rate and the time period. And here, then we can find out the interest. But anyway, if you know the any 3 among these 4, then you can calculate remaining one, right? That means if the available data equal to the interest and or interest, principal amount and interest rate, so then based on those using those information, you can calculate the other one, that is time, right? Likewise you can do that. Okay, so then compound interest, right? Yes, compound interest calculates the total interest payment using a variable principal amount, and also the interest that is accrued over time is added to the principal amount. For example, we can say the interest for the first year is calculated as a proportion of the initial principal. Then interest amount is then added to the initial principal. And then the interest for the second year is calculated as a proportion of the revised principal. Okay, we can calculate එකතු වෙන එකට අපි පළවෙනි interest එක එකතු කරලා principal amount එකට ඊළඟ සැරේ calculate කරන්න interest එක. ඊළඟට ඒ interest එකත් එකතු කරලා තමයි මුල ගානට calculate කරන්න. So this so then here also there is a formula, right, that we can apply to find out the simple interest, compound interest, that is equal to A equal to T 1 plus, we can write here 1 plus, shall I put in here R instead of, so for the interest rate, right? R and N. Or you can say this is also this way, okay? P 1 plus R divided by 100, right? Or percentage. And N. Okay, this is the time period. Anyway, then this is the amount that the interest is compounded annually. Okay, so again, if you want to know the total, yes, here, yes, A means the total amount. No? Shall we do one example. So just if you want to find the only the interest, then you can deduct the this whole value, right, from the A. Okay. So because A is the total value, P is the principal amount, you know the one, R is the interest rate, N is the time period in annually, right? So shall we, are there any example? Shall I? Yes, this is one example. You can see find the compound interest on rupees 12,600 for 2 years at 10% annum compounded annually, right? වසරකට 10%ක් වෙනවා නම් පොලි අනුපාතය වසරකට 10%ක් වෙනවා නම් ඒක annually compound වෙනවා නම් වාර්ෂිකව principal amount එක time period එක දෙකක්. හරි, principal amount එක 12,600. So how you can compute the compound interest for this given value with the other information, right? So principal amount 12,600, interest rate 10%, number of years 2, right? Then we can apply A equal 1 plus, sorry, P, no, here should be P, no, P into 1 plus R N. Okay, so that means 12,600. Okay, sorry, we need to find out A. No, P is the 12. Yeah. Yes, okay. We need to find out A, then P is 12,600 and 1 plus 10% means 0, ne? So 0.10 and only 2 years, no? Then square 2, right? Squared, right? Or power to 2. So then you need to just simplify. You can simplify this one and you can find out the total amount that is A. Okay, so after that, right, no need to do the another steps, right? Just you can do it with your by using your calculator. Okay, so that means you know the 1.1. Yes, it's become the 12,600 multiplied by 1.21 and the value is 15,000. A equal to 15,246. Okay, 46. So this is the total amount. So if you want to know the compound only interest, compounded interest, then you can minus, that means the A minus P, no, right? You can deduct principal amount. Yes, sorry. You can deduct principal amount from this A. That means 15,264 minus 12,600, right? So then you can get the only the interest, right? I think that value, only the interest equal to rupees 2,646, right? So we can complete both, right? But you need to answer the question, that is you need to answer the what the question is asking, right? For the only the question. If it asks in total value, so you need to explain the total compound. Otherwise, that means if you want the question is mentioning that the only the interest, then you need to compute that, right? So this is very easy one, and similar to the earlier I explained for the simple interest, right? So basically when we find in this compound interest also, right? So we have to use the formula, and also you know that there are some requirement in the formula, likewise the total amount, principal amount, and 1 plus that means the R interest rate and also time periods, right? So anyway, if you know the any three among these, right? So other one, remaining one, you can calculate, right? So this is another example for that one. So if this example asking at what rate, right? It's asking the rate, not the interest, right? Yes. At what rate of compound interest per annum a sum of 1,200 becomes rupees 1,300, 1,380, 48 and 32 cents in year 2. I think you can understand the question, right? So what are the informations already available? Principal amount, that is P, we have rupees, okay? Rupees and also we know the A, right? Total value. And you know the time, TON also you know, right? Too. But what they ask in the rate, that means R. Oh, I'll put the simple R, they ask in the interest rate. Okay. So, but you can do this one with the same formula that we discussed, right? Because our formula is A equal P 1 plus R N. Okay. So when we applying these things, oh no, I'm putting here, right? A mean 13848, sorry, 32 cents, no? Yeah. Equal, right? 1 plus, we don't know R, no? We need to find out the R, no? R, it's N equal to 2. Okay. So then in after that, right, after this step, you can apply any preferred way to simplifying the problem, right? Simplifying your answer, right? So that means so up to here, right? You know, up to here. Then when you will do the up to this point, that means we can understand. Okay, examiner can understand. So you know the required theory and how to apply that theory. Okay, that means you can you have knowledge regarding the compound interest. But the thing is, you need to answer the question, you need to simplify, right? So then so if you simplify and when if you get the final answer, that is R value, then you can earn full marks for this question. Remember, otherwise you can earn the part of the allocated marks, right? So then here what is the easy way, right? I have explained you several times, right? So just you can bring this 1,200 other side, then you need to divide from that value, the given value, that means the total value. Okay. So then when we divide in this one, you have to move the this what we call the point, and you need to put the 2 zeros here, right? When you move into this point, and however, I think you can get the value with the your calculator, right? And other side also you have value. Then after that you can do simplify with the easy method is when taking the log value, right? By this one side you can go to the log value. When you taking the log value other side, it become nth log. Yes, n we know 2, right? 2 log 1 plus r. Okay, so then so then when we simplify this one, I'll propose you to the easy method, right? 1 plus r, instead of that you can use the r, right? Then for 1 plus r, instead of 1 plus r, you can apply this r, and then now easily you can solve question. Then after you get the value for this capital R, then you can convert, you can with the you can convert it as the your assumed, your assumed r value. That means because this we assumed as this r should be also 1 plus r, right? If you know this r, then you can get the simple r value. That means when deducting 1, right? When we get in here, so deducting 1. So this is the way. That means the compound interest, you can or you have to know, or you should able to do all these things, right? And another thing is in this compound interest, right? So when your interest is calculating or more than 1 year compounding your interest, then this your formula change little bit, or you need to add something to your formula, right? So that is very easy again, right? That's why we put here N and T both, right? We can get the time and compounded rate, right? So therefore for that, A equal P1 plus R divided by N and T, right? This formula you can use when more than once a year compounding their interest. Okay, අවුරුද්දකට එක සැරයකට වැඩි interest එක compound වෙනවා. එහෙනම් අපි මේක use කරනවා. So in this case again, you know, A is the total value, P is the original value, right? And here R is the interest rate, right? N is the compounded, right? N is the how many times compounded in interest within or per year, right? එක අවුරුද්දකට කී සැරයක් compound වෙනවද? And T is the total, T is the time period in years, right? අවුරුදු කීයද කියන එක. So this is very easy one. Shall we look, are there any sample question? You deposit 50,000 in bank at month 13.5% monthly compound. That is relevant to that one, no? Yeah. You can see in here monthly compounding. That means what? It's also compound in the 12 times, right? Monthly compounding 12 times per year, no? So then you can do this one very easily, okay? Right, in here you can see your is it asking what amount will you get after 10 years? That means A total value, right? A equals to principal amount plus 1 plus what is our R now? Yes, R is 13. No, our R is 13.5%. That means when we convert it at decimal 135, no? 0.135, okay, that is the interest rate, and it should be divided by n. N mean 12 times because monthly compounding, and then you need to multiply this by how many years? After 10 years, right? Oh my God, 120. No? Okay. So anyway, you can do that. Okay, no worry about that. So just same method you can use as the when simplifying this one, right? So instead of P, we can put our 50,000 value. No, no. මෙතනටම දැම්මත් කමන්නේ anyway. And then this become here 120, right? So then what you want to do, okay? So in here, right? You need to, or you can simplify the values inside the bracket, right? That means 12.135 divided by 12, right? Divided by 12. And you need to take its power to 120. And then finally you can multiply by it 50,000. Then you can get the amount will you able to get the after 10 years with monthly compound in your interest, right? So it is also very, very clear or simple thing. I think in addition to that, yes. Yes, it's asking what 1,005%. No? So okay. Before that, I will explain you the another section, and another section comes under this topic, that is future value, right? You know future value and present value both. So future value mean what? The future value mean the amount of money available after a certain period in the future. If you deposit a certain amount of money, now is known as future value or compound value. That means that if the number of years is greater, compound interest is calculated on the interest, right? So the future value is also referred to as compound value and marginal value. And the future value is also the future value of a present amount is calculated by compounding interest over a specific period. So then both you have to know that that is the present value also similar. You can understand when we try to understand in both together. And present value is the current monetary value of the future amount. Remember, present value is the current monetary value of a future amount. The amount of money that would have to be invested today at a given interest rate over a specific period to equal the future amount, right? So then present value is today's value of money you expect from future income and is calculated as the sum of future investment returns, sum of future investment returns discounted at a specific level of rate of return expectation. So because the people prefer current value to future value because the future is unpredictable. So, and as a result of uncertainty, interest or opportunity costs are incurred. So therefore, this future value and present value, to know in the future value and present value is very, very important one, right? So anyway, formula, right? We can use the calculate the future value, also future value and present value. The formula that already we use in the to the calculating the compound interest, right? I'll show you because the thing is here. Just we need to just understand, right? We need to understand the meaning of future value and meaning of present value. So then we know, because when calculating the future value of the present value, so we need the interest rate to apply, right? Apply the interest rate. Therefore the similar same formula, right, we can apply. I'll show you because then right. So normally for the present value, right, we have to use discount rate or discount value, right? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි වර්තමානයේ present value කියන්නේ අනාගතයේ සිදුවෙන මුදල් ප්‍රවාහය අද වටිනකමනේ ඇස්තමේන්තු කරන එකනේ. ඒතර වර්තමාන වටිනකම ගණනය කරන්න යොදාගන්නේ පොලි අනුපාතය වට්ටම් අනුපාතය කියලා අපි එතනදි කියනවා. ඒ නිසා වර්තමාන වටිනාකම වට්ටම් කළ discounted value කියලා අපි කියනවා. Okay? So this is very, very important to make in a financial decision. Okay? So then you know the what I called here, just I will write in here the formula that we can use to find out the compound interest, right? You know, A equal P1 plus Rn. Okay, that's the basic one. So again, this formula, same formula, we can write this way. How? P equal to, then when what we want to P එක අනිත් පැත්තට ගෙනිච්චාම then A divided by 1 plus Rn. Okay, the same formula. Okay, so then amount of money, right? Some amount of money of future value, right? We can we can show it with the present value, right? That means we can write it future value as this way, right? To make a future value කියන්නේ present value PV 1 plus Rn. Okay, Rn. And our then future value of is equal to, sorry, present value is equal to future value multiplied by 1 over 1 plus Rn. Okay, right? So the same. Or instead of this one, you can use, right? Instead of this part, you can use 1 plus R minus in power. Then we can put it in the upside also. Okay, that means same this formula also we can write present value equal to future value multiplied by 1 plus R minus n. Okay, so most of the time when we simplifying, we have to bring it that down other side, right? The downside. So then remember, right, the formula, also the formula which we use to for the compound interest, we can apply it for the future value and present value situations, right? When computing the future value and present value. Shall we look some example? Yes. In here, have we done this one? No, not yet. Okay. So, but this is asking this one, right? This section just saying that what will be the future value at the end of 5 years of rupees 1,000, paying a 5% rate of interest, right? Interpret your answer. We come to the next, right? So in this case, right? So you can see, okay, this is just when we doing it, we know we can apply it for the what we call the compound interest, right? It's we get compound katawa nokiwwata එක ඒ වගේමයි. හරිනේ? But in here, right? So make a කියලා නෑනේ end of the year paying a compound interest එක හදන්න කියලා, right? But therefore this one we can understand as the future value and present value, right? That means the future value they are asking, right? What will be the future value, right? What will be the future value? So future value, right, equal to what is our formula? PV present value, then the value 1 plus R in, right? Then future value equal to our principal amount of present value is 1,000. 1 plus our interest rate is, what is the interest rate? 0.5%, no? Yes, 0.05 and number of years maybe 5, no? Yes, here also 5. Okay, so then you can take the value in here when simplifying. Okay, so this is the future value. Okay, future value. Total value is equal to the future value, right? So then that means, right? So what will be the future value? Okay, so you can get the future value. So interpreting mean you can say if the interest rate is 5%, then today's rupees 1,000 has an equal value to be received of. You can have to put the your answer after 5 years, right? So that is the interpretation. ඔයගොල්ලෝ interpret කරන්න ඕනේ, right? 105 පොඩි අනුපාතයකට අද present value එක රුපියල් 1000ක් තිබෙනකොට ඒකට අදාළ ඒකට සමාන future value එක වෙන්නේ අවුරුදු 5කින් පස්සේ ලැබෙන value එකේ future value එක වෙන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට ලැබිච්ච උත්තරේ කියන්න ඕනේ, right? So then no worry about its asking the compound interest or the future value or present value. You can apply the same formula, but your answer or interpretation should be relevant to your question which is asking, right? In this case, future value, right? Earlier we have done, right? You have seen it's asking the what is the compound interest rate or compound interest, right? So, right. Okay. So be careful to answer the question, but the question which is asking, right? And shall I move next one? Okay. What this section asking? A man has taken a loan rupees 10,000, right, from a bank. After 4 years, he has paid to total rupees 13,310. What is the annual compound interest rate, right? So that is the similar one, you know, we have to do that one, right? It's asking the what is annual compound interest rate. That means the same formula we can use, but here asking the interest rate, right? R what is the annual R? Okay, so then you be careful to answer the question with focus the question which they are asking. So in this case, present value I'll write here 10,000. Okay, rupees 10,000, and future value also given here. FV equal to 13,310. Okay, time also we have in, I put in here in 3, and asking me R, no? What is the R? Right, R asking. Okay, what is R? So this is very easy, right? You can do that one also. FB, no, we can put the value also, no? 13,310 equal to 10,000 right? 1 plus R O interest rate ROI you can put, and here 3. Not 3, not the 4. No, it starts in the 4 years. Yes, very sorry, it was the 4. So now you can simplify this one and you can get the value. In here, you can do the same thing. Let me, I'll show you again it. Okay, so 13,310 equal to 10,000 R to power 4. Okay, then you can get the log both side, log this value. Here when you take in the log 4 times log 1000 and R, right? So then you can check with the log value in here. You can put 4 into log value and R. Okay, so then you can multiply with this log value with the R, and finally you can get the R when dividing the other side value by this value, right? But remember, you got this R, right? But here this R mean 1 plus R. Okay, so then just think this value become 9 or something, right? Sorry, 11. 11 equal to 1 plus R, then simple R equal to 11 minus 1. Okay, that means R become 10. Okay, so you can do that easily when applying or when using the logs, right? And I think it's okay. Yes, now we can move to our another 2 questions, right? I would like to discuss with you, right? In our previous past papers sections. The first question is 2020. No, 2020, and yes, 2022 academic year 2016 paper number 6, question number 6. Okay, so what that question is very simple one, right? You can see, just go through the questions, right? Very easy. First, it's asking if a 25% discount is offered on an item, right? On an item marked 8,000. What is the new discounted discounted price of this item? Okay, so remember, just we starting in this lesson from the simple interest, right? But this is the basic things, right? You have to know this discounted, how to discount that one. Okay, so this is very easy. It's asking first, yes, part 1. No, yeah. If 25 discount is offered on the item, mark price is 8,000, so we know 8,000. When we compute in the 25 discount, 1/4, no, oh, you can do. So it become 2,000. Then this is the discount rate or discount amount. So what it asks in the, what is the new discounted price? But now you know, right? After discount, the items price should be less than the mark price, no? Because we can deduct discount, no? So therefore the new marks price should be 8,000 minus 2,000. Okay, that means answer should be 6,000. It's this section is very easy, simple thing, right? You can answer with your general knowledge, your general knowledge. Okay, so then the second part of this section, what is the total interest made after 4 years on a simple interest loan that accumulates 13% each year and has an original amount was what's the 135,000. Okay, so total interest made after 4 years, right? It is also simple interest, right? It's very easy question. You can compute that one. Okay, original amount, that means the principal amount also given. Total interest is asking, no? That's also very easy one. So just you can do that one. This is the principal amount. And your interest rate is 13,000, no? Sorry, it's 13%. So then you can write this one, or 0.31 multiplied by 4. Okay, this is the answer. You can simplify this one. And next one, yes, next part it's asking, part C, no? How much will the rate of simple interest also, interest of simple interest charged per annum if a loan of rupees 20,000 incurs interest of rupees 12,000 after 8 years, right? Yes. So that means it's asking the interest rate, no? How will be the rate of interest rate, simple interest, right? Simple interest rate, right? So then you know we can do that one, 12,000. Interest rate equal to 20,000 and equal to, what is our principal amount? 20,000, no? 20,000 loan amount multiplied by R and time period 8 years, right? So very easily you can do that one. Okay, R equal to 12,000. Okay, multiplied by, 12,000 divided by once 8, again divide by 20,000, no? So I think 4, 3, 20, no? 12. Okay. Yes. 4 times 3, no? So shall I use my calculator? Okay, then I can do this quickly. Yes. Mm. 12,000 divided by 1/8 and again divided by 20,000. Yes, answer should be 0.075 equal to R. Then you converting it as the what we call the percentage, then it becomes 7.5%. So it's okay, and these questions are very easy, no? And final one, it asks how long, how long to the nearest year, right? Will it take for an investment of rupees 1,000 to reach rupees 1,873 if it is invested at 9% per annum compounded monthly? Give the answer to the closest year, right? So asanna urudu ganta hanwa. So this is very easy. How long the nearest year will it take for an investment? That's the amount, right? This is the principal amount, 1,000, right? Total value, that means interest plus principal. Okay, this amount invested at yes, there's a interest rate also given. It's asking the type, no? And be careful, right? Remember how it compounded. Monthly compounded, right? This one you have to do because you know there are, so the we discussed, right? The formula that we can use for calculating the compound interest, right? We have to little bit change, or we add the n and t, no, both time. That means the compounded, if it is several time compounding yearly, then we need to add that value, right? So in our formula. So I'll do this one because this is very important question, important part you have to know. Yeah, that given total, right? That means the interest plus principal, this amount. This is the principal amount, and 1 plus, I write here, this part should be this way, 1 part r minus n, no, sorry, r divide n, and here t n. Did you remember this part? Okay, so then I can write here r plus, what is the percentage? 9, no? Interest rate, 9%, no? 9% means 0.9 divided by 12, because monthly interest, right? N equal to 12. Then 12 into t, right? We have to find out t. 12 into t. That means 12t. Okay. So I'll show you how to simplify this one, right? So then as the first step, you can divide this value 1873 divide by 1000, right? And this side 1 point. So then you can use now to simplify, you can use a calculator, okay? So then we need to divide 0.09 by 12, no? Yes, it's become and it's become 0.0075. Then same time I add the 1 in, right? I add the 1. So then I can write it the ones, no? So I එකතු කොල්ලම මන් ලියන්න, right? Then 1.00, my point also like a 0, no? Right, 1.0075 and 12t. Okay. Now I'll show you all these steps, right, that require to solve this problem. Now when we divide in this one, it become 1.873, no, right? This part same. $12t. Okay. So then right, we can simplify further this one with applying the log, right? So I think your calculator, you can find out the log value, right? So then through the calculator, okay? So then when I take in the log value, because then when another step is okay, you can write log 1.873. This side also, when we take in the log, we can write it 12t log, no? Or 12 log this value 75 and t. Okay. Okay. So then when I take in the log value of 1.873 from my calculator, the value C is 0.2725. Right? So then here 12 same, and log value of the 1.0075. This log value equal to point again 0.2725. 0.08, sorry, 3894 NT. Okay, because this value also we have taken from the my calculator, and this also I taken from the calculator when that is also the log value of the above value. Okay, so now you can simplify. How you simplify? Just you can multiply by this one into 12, okay, and divide, right? So give me 1 second again. 0.3894 multiplied by 12. Okay, and now it's become 0.46728. Okay, and T, other side same value, right? So you have to but write, then T equal to, you need to divide, no? Other side value. That means you need to divide 0.2725 by this value. That means 0.46728. Okay, so the value become yes. Anyway, you can, yes, it's my anyway, right? You can, so it's time wasting. Just please please you can do that, right? So just you can do, because I want to explain the next section a little bit, right? So in up to here is okay, right? Then next what you want to do, you need to simplify, right? Simplification. ඔයගොල්ලෝ සුළු කරන්න තියෙන සුළු කරන එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැල්කියුලේටර් භාවිතා කරලා කරන්න, right? එතකොට මතක තියාගන්න හරියට මේ ලඝු ගාන නැත්නම් log value එක හරියට ගන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ calculator use කරනකොට, right? So because one more section I have given to you. Yeah, this is the section. It is also 2015 academic year section, no? Section number, yes, what is it? Section number 6, right? Yes, 2015 section number 6, right? So this one, but right, before moving to this section, right, I would like to discuss with, or I'd like to explain you one more thing, that is, another concept, that is annuity, right? Annuity, because annuity mean and annuity is the receipt or payment, both, right, of the fixed sum. Api hamba wena hari, api gewena hari, fixed sum of money, sthira mudala, over a specific period. In other words, an annuity is the flow of an equal amount of money at a specific time. Flow. That flow means outflow or inflow, right? Maybe, right? So the time between multiple successive money flows, the amount of money flow must be equal for the annuity to exist. If these conditions are not met, no money flow can be referred to as an annuity. Therefore, be careful, right? Remember, an annuity is the continuous stream of equal cash flows. Right? This cash flow can include inflows of investment risk return or outflows of funds invested to earn a future return, right? Anyway, right? So you know the one example for that, ne? Insurance එකට ගෙවන එක අපිට example එකක් කියත හැකි. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපිට ඒකට fix ගාණක් හරි ගස්සලා දෙන්න, right? And also some නේද අපි සමහරලාට bank වලටත් අපිට fixed ගාණක් හදලා interest එකට දෙනවා. ඒක look like the it's also like an annuity. So and this case similar to that one. Why that I say same. In section says Rohini took a personal loan, right? Amount rupees 10 lakhs. No, sorry. Yes, 10 million. 1 million. Yes, 1 million. And paid equally. You can see paid equally monthly payment for 5 years at an interest rate 6 compounded monthly, right? Find the monthly payment, calculate the total interest charge, right? So if it is annuity, just I will show you the only the formula, right? For the ඔයගොල්ලෝ annuity එකක් කියලා දන්නවා මොකද equal amount එකෙන් නම් pay කරන්නේ හරි equal amount එකෙන් නම් ලැබෙන්නේ හරි. The formula, so the future, right? Remember the future value of an annuity. The future value of an annuity you can find out with this formula, right? P, principal amount, multiplied by 1 plus R. I put here time as the n minus 1 and again R. Okay. Here R is the interest rate, n is the time. P is the principal amount, future value. Or if you want to find out the present value, right? Present value of an annuity, right? You can use this formula. Formula is, then we need to find out the PV. No? PV equal to P multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus R minus n divided by R. Okay. So remember this one. So in our exam section, the past paper section is very easy one then, right? So just I will show you, right? The first part, for the first part, you want to apply this this formula, PV formula, right? You can see this formula and present value we need to find out. No, you can get the PV value. Okay. And yes, for the first part, first part is Rohini took personal loan, right? This amount, that means the 1 million, and paid equal monthly, right? So based on this one, we use the annuity. We consider this as the annuity, right? Paid equally monthly payment, right? So the 5 years. So then it's asking the monthly payment equally, 5 years at the interest of 6. So then monthly payment එක හොයන්නේ, find the monthly payment. So you can apply okay. A equal, right? So because we know now it is FA, right? And we can put our for this same section. We need to find out the monthly payment. No, for that then we need to present value. No? That means PV equal to principal amount, right? Principal amount principal amount and 1 minus 1 plus R minus N and R. Okay. So then this already we know, right? This is the 1 million. P we don't know, and 1 plus here 1 plus again 0.06 divided by 12. Then remember it's minus n, then now n into 5 years and monthly. Altogether 12 minus, no, 60, no, the 5 years, no, 12 into 5, 60 here, no, that should be minus, okay? So you need to simplify this one. Just try simplifying it with the calculator quickly. So you can see in here, P into 1 minus 1.10 divided by 12. It becomes 0.7414. And again divided by yes, 12, no? That means 12 means, so I forgot one thing to know in here formula. Here should be this R, no? මම ඒක R එක දාලා නැහැ නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ආයි දශම බිංදුවයි 6 බෙදන්න ඕනේ 12න්, right? Remember now here 005. Okay, 60. So then you can get the value for here this R, okay, R or the yes PV. It should be the monthly payment, right? මෙතන එන උත්තරේ තමයි අපේ monthly payment එක. Correct? And second part, it's asking calculate the total interest charge. Then total interest charge means, so after you find out the answer for the first part, that means monthly payment, right? So then if you know the monthly payment, then you can monthly payment, right, multiple by 60, and you need to deduct principal amount from here. Then this is the total interest charges, right? So then other two sections, I think you can do it, right? No worry about the same formula you have to apply, right? Just need to understand what is the sections is asking, right? So I think we move to the end of this seminar also. And one thing I want to give as a hint for you, right? So just as your knowledge, right, to understand to get the clear knowledge regarding the whole parts, right, you have to do this, you have to understand these things. But remember, this time I am not going to ask in the annuity, right? Annuity, but just you need to learn, right, or very correctly compound interest and present value, future value. Okay, because compound interest, same formula for the future value, present value, just you can you know, right? So what the question is asking, then you have to you have to give your answer for focusing the question which is asking. But most of the time for the question with the present value, future value, and the always present value, future value, and the compound interest, you have to apply same formula. Okay, right. Thank you for your listen to this seminar, right?